as y'all know, sometimes I be putting it up too far on my forehead, but every time I do it, we get away with it. But I was like, let me just make sure that I don't do that this time. So I went right in with my Eben Wonder Lace spray, and I blow dried it 3 times. So basically, I sprayed it, blow dried, sprayed, blow dried, sprayed, blow dried, and then the last time I air dried it, the 4th time I air dried it with my hands because I didn't want it to dry completely. I just wanted it to get tacky, and once it did, I began to lay the lace down and start using my comb to press the lace into the spray. So that's exactly what I'm doing right here. Now I'm going to use this elastic band and I'm going to sit it on my hairline until I get some things together. Alright, so I went with the side part and I went and used my wax stick and my hot comb to achieve a more sleek look at the top of the install. I am going to perfect that part. I just wanted to really, get the blueprint down. So that's exactly what I was doing. Here I'm going in and fixing it. And I went back in with my wax stick just to get those hairs together. And here I am using my wax stick for the front part of the hairline just to kind of create that little lift there, if you see what I'm talking about. Alright. I took my time with this install because I wanted it to come out pretty. As you guys know, red is my favorite color along with pink. So this was my very first red wig. Like, y'all know I did the burgundy, but I was like, this one has more red in it, so it really has to come out cute. So I took some bio silk and I rubbed it all throughout my hair, getting a nice even coat through everything so that we can basically give the hair a nice silky shine and also protect the hair as well. So I'm using the comb chase method to flat iron the hair. It didn't take me long to do, even though I didn't part the hair properly. I just kind of moved the hair out of my way as I needed to. Literally only used like 2 hair clips and I made it work, but I pretty much ran through it in about 15-20 minutes. So that's exactly what I'm doing here, just showing you guys some of that process. And here's the last piece that I had to do. And once I was done, I did go back in and just flat iron all throughout the hair just to give it a finishing touch. I was like, wow, look at this. So here I am cutting the lace. I am using an eyebrow shaper and I'm trying to avoid doing it in a straight line. I wanted to give it like a rugged line so that it would be more natural looking. So I did that, did a little clipping, a little extra clipping of the lace, a little clip. Went to the other side, did the same thing, made sure I took my time, and I got really close to the hairline. You don't want extra hair or extra lace that you don't need. So if it doesn't have hair on it, you need to get rid of it, okay? So here's the final look without baby hairs and no makeup. And here are the ends before I trimmed them. They straightened very well. For it to be a body wave, it's straightened beautifully, no problems really. The ends look good, especially after cutting. Now, before I cut the ends, they were a little straggly looking, but that's expected when it comes to a wig that's dyed. So I wasn't tripping. I just cut off like, I don't know, maybe like 2 inches of 2 to 3 inches of hair. I didn't have to cut all of that off, but that was just my preference as far as, you know, where I wanted the wig to sit on me, and it came out perfect. The wig is true to length. It was 24 inches before I cut it. It definitely gave length, and it still gives length, so I'm super happy about that. Alright, shipping took 4 days. Not bad at all. Only 1, 2, 3, 4 days. That's all. That's a thumbs up for me. Tangling, I do have a little notes. I do have my notes. I have my notes in this phone, but the tangling I would give like a 8. It's not like perfect when it comes to the tangling. There are some little you know, some little stragglies, like I like to call them. Never any like crazy knots or anything like that. Only when like I laid back on my bed for like 10 minutes and I was moving around or whatever, laying on the hair, and when I got up and tried to finger through it, it was just some little stragglies, nothing crazy. After I got the stragglies out with my hands, it was flowing through it just like this, so it's literally no problem. I would give it an 8. Shedding, I would give like a 7.5. It's not bad at all. It's just sometimes I'll notice in my comb I'll have a few pieces of hair, 2 or 3 or something like that. So it's not crazy, but it's also not the best when it comes to shedding. But I'm also not surprised because the hair again was colored. It was bleached, and then I went in and did my coloring process. So I'm not surprised. It's still very good hair. Very good, very good, very good. Very good, very good. Let me back up some so y'all can get a, you know, a better view. Alright, so the construction of the wig, I don't really talk about that too much, but it's perfect. There's literally like no tracks that are out of place. It is not a true 13x4 because, you know, you only get like 2 inches on the sides and you get 4 inches in the center. I guess that's a new thing we might have to get used to when it comes to these wigs, unless things turn back around. I don't know, but that's how they're constructing the wigs. If you looked in the beginning at the wig, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You get 2 inches here and 4 inches in the center. its natural state first.